Hi, Shirley. I'm hoping in this video tutorial to be able to show you how your portfolios have been put together. They're basically in a shopping cart system, and so it requires just kind of a shift in thinking when it comes to editing, adding, marking them as sold, and things like that. So I have up right now your portfolio large images, and we'll go through some of this. I think you'll find it easy. It's just, again, just a shift from how you would normally work on a post or a page, and I want to make sure that it's not confusing for you. So here's hoping I don't confuse. If you're logged in as the admin, you'll have an admin bar up here, and I find that to be kind of helpful navigating around the products area. So we have a page that shows thumbnails, and this is created automatically by the WooCommerce cart system. And so there's just a few things that you have to do to make everything fit in place. And so I'm going to right now click on this particular painting. Okay, so we have a couple of components going on here that you'll find in just a second when we get on the back side of this. We have the image itself here. We have the text that goes here. We have the price and the purchase button. And that is the totality of the page. Now, if you're in the admin area and you want to make a change to the text on this particular product, painting / product, you can always come up here and just tell it to edit the product. And it will take you to a page that's very much like editing a page for the rest of the website. But there are some things that we need to make sure are in place, and there are some areas that we totally ignore with this. And before I get too deep, let me just show you also over in the left sidebar. You can always just click products, and it will bring up the list of all the products. If you want to find, or let's just say change the price of everything in the mid-size or something like that, you can always select a category, tell it to filter, and it will bring up and sort just the ones that are in the large category. So we're going to go with just kind of refiltering this. Again, if you decide to look for a product which is / painting, you can always just put it in here and it will sort for you. So we're going to do 1704, and so I will tell it to search for that product, or again, you can view the product from the outside and just click on edit product. So this is the title of the product, and I'm going to try to not jump around too much here. When I build these pages, I do a lot of jumping, but there are just some basics that need to be handled here. Product categories over here on the right hand side. Ignore sold out. In fact, I might even ignore panels. Those were previous ones. You have the 3 categories: large, mid-size, and small. Be sure when you are adding a painting that you put it in the category that you want. And that way it will display on the thumbnail page for that particular painting. Now, nothing is up here. And indeed, we leave this area blank on all of the paintings. This is designed for another function of WooCommerce that we're not using with your particular display on your site. So again, I've selected the product category over here, and then I come down here, and this is where we get kind of busy on the page. This is the general tab for the product data. Leave everything default. So on the general tab, we enter the item number, we enter the regular price. If you wanted to put, let's just say, every large image on sale from June 1 to June 15th, you could put the sale price in here and then you could schedule it. It would automatically mark them as on sale for that time period and then automatically stop the sale based on what you entered for schedule. But that has not been an issue for what we're doing on your site. So again, it's important to put the regular price in dollars. By default, it's taxable. The tax class is considered standard. Now, in this section for the product data, there's only one other thing that is important and pretty much essential for this, and this is this inventory tab. Okay, so this particular item here, you have the option to have this in stock or out of stock. And let's say that once a painting is sold, and I'll get into this a little bit more in a minute, you'll mark it as out of stock. Okay, but right now this item is in stock, and then you will need to check this. And this says enable this to only allow one of this item to be bought in a single order. And what this does is it turns off the quantity drop down area in the cart system. And, it looks kind of clunky on an artist website to have something for sale and then select a quantity of it. Just not a good match. So again, on the inventory tab over here, we have these two things that we need to manage, and be sure to click on that. Now, if we look at the website, this is the text that goes to the right of your painting. And you can, make things bold, italic. You have, it's called the product short description. And you can do your spacing, link to your email address. This is where it is much more like editing a page. And in fact, let me go over to your site here so that I can show you under Portfolio Large when we are here. Okay, so here's the information. Now notice back over here, not to make you dizzy, but there is no price in this text area. There's no purchase button. All of that is automated when the item is considered in stock. It will show a purchase button, and on this general tab, it will automatically publish the price that you put in here. So that's where this information comes from. Horizons C-1704 is the title of this particular painting. In the short product description, we have the title again so that it shows up over there, the description, and any text that you may want to put in here. So that's where this comes from. And now this is where perhaps the most significant difference from doing a WordPress post or a WordPress page, and that's the image. Instead of putting an image, let's just say over here in the product short description and saying that we want it over on the left-hand side so that it's formatted, I have the cart system set up so that what you do for both the thumbnail and for the main product or painting page to get this image here is you will set the product image. If you're starting on a new painting that you're adding, this will say insert product image. You'll click this and it will, set product image. Ignore that this next gen link, ignore product gallery, set product image, and we'll go over here. You can either upload the file like you do with a blog article, or find it if it's already uploaded here. And then when you have selected an image, like I did there just for this test, you'll see the blue WordPress button, set product image. And that's really all that you need to do. And again, it takes care of sizing, cropping, the thumbnail for the specific painting page, and it like the large, the mid-size, and the small. And it will also set the actual image right here that we're looking at. So that's how the cart system works. Again, it's important to have the correct category. Of course, if you happen to put it in a different category, you just come back, edit this, click the correct product category, and then update. I'm not going to update because I don't want to lose that thumbnail and the main image from this page that I happen to be working on, and to make sure it's still there. I'm going to reload. Okay, it saved it. I'll go back in a minute and add that image again. So, but that came from set product image. Now, you sell a painting and you want to remove the price, and you want to remove the purchase button, and you also want, which will be done automatically, you want this nice sold banner to be automatically put into place for that particular painting. So we're going to go to C1002 and look at what's different there. Okay, so here's the product for Horizon C1002. Again, nothing happening up here. We leave all of that. So to indicate that it's sold, and to not, and this is going to be up to you. If you want to have the price, the regular price, still remain there, you can put it in here. What I've done on the pages on your site where a painting has been sold is remove the price so that people don't necessarily need to see that when they're browsing around and going through your portfolio. And then go over to inventory and indicate that it's out of stock, update the page, and the sold out banner automatically appears on anything that is out of stock. The price is no longer there, and it's as easy as that to mark items as sold and basically out of inventory. So I think that's basically it. Again, all of this is under the products area here on the left-hand side. And, you know, if you want to make text changes, again, feel free. Everything just goes in that area on the bottom. The product image, you'll either upload or grab from the library, media library. Leave this empty, and I'm starting to sound boring, aren't I? And so I think that's about it. It's just kind of a whole different way of looking at how this section of the website has been put together, and what you need to do to be able to edit it. This area of WooCommerce up here, you don't have to worry about, but you will get an email if you have an order, and there will be a number that'll show up next to orders, similar to this number here for comments, which is going to be bogus, so ignore that. So for orders, it will show up there, and there are other things that we can get into as the site needs to expand, or there's any other options that you want to take care of with this. So that's my story for today on WooCommerce and how to work inside your site. Thank you.